Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge pendant called the Intersections. This is the 137600. Great fixture. Had it in our showroom for a long time. Sold it extremely well. The pieces of glass, those bent pieces of glass you see on the sides, are handmade stained glass pieces made in Connecticut in the studio there. They're absolutely gorgeous. It's the same quality of stained glass you're going to find in stained glass windows, so just kind of keep that in mind. Why don't we get into the size of the fixture to begin with. So when we talk about the fixture body, we're really talking about the bottom of the fixture independent of these telescoping rods, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes. So this is a fixture that is 4.8 inches tall, so the body is only about yay big, 36.4 inches long, and then the depth is 7 inches. So it's not an overwhelmingly large fixture, but it has a great presence on its own. And the other nice thing I like about it, 36.4 inches long, I can put this over a 66-inch dining table or a 60-inch dining table, which is about probably 40% of the 30 to 40% of the tables out there. This can also go over a 72-inch table, which is a big part of what's out there as well in the world. So another great place this can go is over kitchen islands, and a couple reasons for that. One, it provides, if you need to, a tremendous amount of light because it has 4 medium-base sockets inside it, and those medium-base sockets are the screw-in sockets like we all know about. You can go up to 100 watts for each incandescent bulb, but you can also put in LEDs, and this is an LED that goes into this fixture. And I have found these LEDs, and the size of this is called an A19. It's the same one that most of us grew up with. An A19, I have found 150 watt equivalent light bulbs for LEDs in this. So think about that. So think about 4 150 watt equivalent bulbs in this, and you can get a lot of task lighting down on your kitchen counter if need be. Plus it'll light the whole room, which is wonderful. So why don't we jump back into over that sizes again. So we were talking about the fixture body itself, 4.8 inches tall, 36.4 wide, and then the depth is 7 inches. Now, when you get into overall lengths, now we're talking about from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling itself. If you guys are familiar with Hubbardton Forge, they have a patent on this telescoping rod design. And what happens is this is a smaller rod telescoping into a bigger rod, just like an umbrella handle. And then right here, which you can barely see, is a hex nut. And this is going to come with a little hex nut wrench that will tighten and untighten this. During your installation, you're going to be able to make this go up and down to get it where you want it to be. And then when you're done, you're going to use the little hex nut wrench, like this guy, and you're going to tighten that, and it's going to keep this from going up and down. That said, there are 3 different adjustable ranges, remember, ranges, available for this, measured from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling. You'll see that in the pull-down section of our website on the page for this. Now we're going to be measuring this from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling itself. The short is 20.25 inches to 30. The standard is 28.5 to 45.5, and the long is 43 to 72. So another great thing about this, it's very short ceiling friendly. 20 inches down from the ceiling is pretty short. I wish all of our fixtures were this way and that I could use them in so many different applications. But you know, if someone has like a 42-inch breakfast bar and they happen to have an 8-foot ceiling and they don't want it to come down and block anything, it'll be high enough as standard product to get you where you want to go. So it kind of covers everybody. If you needed to go shorter than the 20.25 or longer than 72, we do custom lengths. It's not a big deal. Adds a little time, adds a little money. Non-returnable, but we do them every day. And the best way to find out about that is if, like I said, if you need it shorter than 20 inches, longer than 72, drop me an email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. Spell out the word Vermont in there. I send it over to customs. They check it out, come back, and then tell you what we can attain. Tell me what you're looking for. If you're looking for this to be 15 inches long, or if you're looking for this to be 96 inches long, overall height, we'll come back with an answer for you. So I think I kind of said everything I need to about the sockets. If you're on our website, a good way to see the inside of this, go to the page for this fixture, this Intersections. Under the pull-down menus that you see over on the right-hand side, keep scrolling down and you're going to see a highlighted hyperlink, and it's going to say click here for installation instructions PDF. Click on that. An instructions PDF will pop up. It's going to show you how this goes together. It's the same installation instructions that will be in the box, so it shows you everything you guys want to know. Canopy in the ceiling, telescoping rods, how they work, inside sockets, how they are arranged inside the fixture. So it's a great way for you to kind of see an X-ray vision of this. Okay, so moving on from there, why don't we talk about glass for a second? So you have 4 different types of glass available for this, and I'm going to kind of go over them one by one. So first guy up, Amber Swirl. Amber Swirl is kind of like, to me, a light butterscotch with a caramel look to it, kind of swirled together. So that's kind of on that earthy side. Next after that, we're going to talk about white art glass, which is right here. So white art glass is going to be white art glass. It'll have a little bit of swirl to it, but it is what it is, white, and some people want white. After that, we have ivory, and ivory is going to be here. So ivory is going to be, I like to use food to kind of convey ideas. So let's talk about like a white birthday cake and a pancake or a sheet cake. So if you have white frosting on your birthday cake and you kind of put lemon yellow frosting and you draw a fork through it, that's kind of what ivory looks like. So it's going to be kind of a white and lemony yellow is mixed together. Okay, so the last guy in the list is going to be Topaz. Topaz, when it's off, is like a dark root beer color, so it's a very, very dark brown. When it's on, it looks like the setting sun. It's really, really beautiful. One thing is just remember that when it's off, that it's going to be dark, and when it's on, it's going to have that kind of like piercing, dark, topaz-y orange look going on. You know, really dark orange, if you want to call it that. Like I said, like the setting sun. Anyway, so that's going to cover all of our glass. The canopy on the ceiling is going to be a 5.25 inch square. It's going to go over your standard 4-inch junction box, so that's all you need to know about that. Why don't we get into metal finishes? So if you are on our site, HandmadeInVermont.com, left-hand side you have those red tabs with the pictures in them. One of them is going to be saying Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me. So after you've clicked on that, there's a video on the top. Watch that, and then scroll down. Actually, before you watch it, scroll down a little bit, and there's going to be a chart with 9 finishes on it. It's going to have all the finishes this comes in. You'll notice that some of the pictures have the letter A on them, some of the pictures have the letter B on them, and that's going to be kind of talked about in the video up above. There's a range that you can expect to see on different types of forging. This fixture, because of the way it's manufactured, I know a lot about it. It's going to be more in line with the pictures with a B on it for boy, more uniform. You're not going to have a lot of blotchiness and slag on it like you have on other fixtures. So watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, go back to the chart and click on any of those finishes, and you're going to see a window pop up, and it's going to show you maybe 5 or 6 things in that finish. So it's a great way for you to kind of see those things too. So I think that kind of covers finishes. We talked about telescoping rods, we talked about lamping, talked about glass. When you buy your fixtures from Hubbardton Forge Fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if you ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. Some larger items, mostly on pallets, are not coming back. Their final sale. We'll always tell you about that ahead of time. We also offer a rush program, and rush will take you from Hubbardton Forge's normal 3 to 4 weeks in production time down to a little under 2 weeks. It's very cheap and inexpensive. So contact me if you want to know more about that. And then let's talk about our showroom. So our showroom here in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. Biggest showroom in the world. Easy to get to if you happen to be anywhere in the East Coast. And Vermont's very pretty all the time, sometimes cold. Our showroom is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6, and I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern if you want to call 802-446-2400. The thing about the showroom too is we have a what's on display page. So left-hand side, back in our red tabs with the pictures in them, what's on display. Click on that and you're going to see a big window pop up, and the whole page will show you everything that's here before you guys make the trek to come see us. In addition to that, we have a clearance center, and clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. You have to come here to use it, and it's a great bargain. So keep that in mind as well. So I think that covered everything on this fixture. If I missed something, let me know. Would love to talk to you guys, and hope to see you in our showroom. Take care. Bye-bye.